friends, we'll be off to new adventures, you will see. Off to the center of the earth or the bottom of the sea, so come with me. To the center of the earth, where life has started first, so many things for us to learn. Solve the major mysteries that lie so deep within our precious world. On the bottom of the sea, we're down so many leagues, just to find the proof we need. And the center of the earth, the center of the earth.
Travel is what we like to do.
Our adventures old and new,
They keep us on.
why don't you help us set our sails? We'll discover many trails, so come along.
We got Don and Tico too. With Robbie and new friends for you.
Join me along with all my friends on a trip that never ends to many places old and new. To the center of the earth, where life is starting first, so many things for us to learn. Solve the major mysteries that lie so deep within our precious world. And the center of the earth, the bottom of the sea, the center of the earth, you gotta come with me.
Episode 24, At the South Pole.
We were still being held prisoner aboard the Nautilus. Having passed through the Torres Straits, we had to rescue Tico from the wicked Sergeant Pat. Our voyage then took us to the Pearl fishing grounds of Ceylon, where Captain Nemo showed great generosity towards the divers. We then reached the Mediterranean Sea by passing through the Arabian Tunnel, the existence of which was not known to the outside world. Even though it had been many months since we had vanished at sea, our friends back in London had not given up all hope of us being found alive.
I think this article may interest you, gentlemen. The battleship Avenger has left England in search of the strange monster that attacked the expeditionary ship Abraham Lincoln. If they're going after this sea monster, then surely they must be able to find out what happened to our friends.
I hope they do, Ralph, but remember, it's been a long time since they left London.
Oh, I wish I hadn't asked him to go in search of that monster. If anything happens to him, I shall blame myself.
You're not to blame, my friend. Willy Fog was bound to go after the sea monster sooner or later, you know.
And he wouldn't let a sea monster get the better of him. Mr. Fogg will be back, gentlemen, I'm sure of it.
Oh, I do hope you're right about that, Ralph, because things just haven't been the same at the club since Willy Fog went to America. Right, it just has to be tonight. This could be our last chance of getting out of here, and I, for one, am not gonna miss it.
Hey, wait a minute, my friend. Don't get so excited. I don't think escaping from here is gonna be that easy, huh, okay?
And have you thought what would happen if they caught us trying to escape? Mon Dieu, that Captain Nemo is a very tough man.
And so am I. Now listen, this is the plan. We'll be sailing on the surface near the coast of Spain, so all we have to do is jump overboard and swim for it. It's gonna be that easy.
Are you suggesting that we should swim all the way to Spain, mon ami?
Why don't we just flap our arms and fly? We'd have as much chance of getting there.
I tell you, it's not that far. We have to sail through the Straits of Gibraltar. We'll be able to see the coast. Then all we have to do is jump for it.
Oh, great. So we jump in the sea. Then what do we do, huh?
Then we just swim until we reach the coast.
And what if the current should change and drag us further out to sea? We wouldn't even know where the coast was. What would we do then?
He's right. What do we do then? We're in the middle of the sea. It's so cold and dark. We don't know where we are or where we're going. A group of big, nasty old sharks could come along at any minute.
Don't worry, my friends. We can do it. I know we can. And if we miss Spain, we'll keep swimming till we reach Africa.
The Mediterranean is usually a calm sea, gentlemen, as you know, but today it seems to be a little bit choppy.
You're right, Captain. In fact, it looks as though a storm is brewing.
Oh, a storm. Are you sure?
It's more than likely, I'm afraid, but you needn't worry. We'll be perfectly safe inside the Nautilus, Princess.
If we stay submerged the whole time, we will hardly notice the effects of the storm at all. Isn't that right, Captain?
Quite right, Mr. Fogg.
Good afternoon, everybody. How's things going on the upper deck? Everything going okay, Mr. Fogg?
Everything is going fine, Tico, although from the looks of things, we shall experience a storm before too long.
A storm! Oh, great! That's just what we need for your plan tonight, Ned.
And what plan is this, Ned?
We must escape tonight, Mr. Fogg. We can jump overboard and swim to the Spanish coast. I know we can do it.
But surely that's impossible, Ned. You could be killed.
It's also going to be a very rough night tonight, Ned. I'm afraid that we shall be crossing the Straits of Gibraltar in a storm.
It has to be tonight, Mr. Fogg. Rigodon and Tico will come with me. We have just got to get out of this place.
Well, you know, I think Monsieur Fogg has got a very good point there, mon ami, no?
Yeah, he's right. Besides, I'm no fish. I might shrink if I stay in the water too long.
You may have to postpone your plan for the moment. The storm that we're expecting tonight would make it impossible, I'm afraid.
Nothing's
Ned.
impossible, and I'm going tonight whatever the weather. I've been stuck on this dumb ship too long for a few little waves to put me off. Now I'm going.
Oh!
Nothing to worry about. Keep calm. Gentlemen, I'm afraid the weather is getting worse and we must continue the journey underwater. I shall give the order right away. Attention, this is Captain Nemo speaking. Prepare to submerge. I repeat, prepare to submerge. And now we must go back inside the Nautilus, gentlemen. Carry on.
I think you're gonna have to cancel that plan of yours, Ned.
After all, it will be impossible to escape while we are underwater.
Okay, this time it's a no-go, but I'm gonna get out of here soon, you hear?
Yes, come in. Ah, Mr. Land. You're dismissed, sailor.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Is there something I can do for you, Mr. Land?
Give me an explanation.
Explanation?
We've been sailing underwater for 10 days now, and Mr. Fogg and the Professor have completely disappeared. So just you tell me what's going on.
I am the only one who gives orders around here, Mr. Land, and as commanding officer of this ship, I decide when someone needs an explanation. As far as your friends are concerned, I can put your mind at rest now. Look. Huh?
Why, that's incredible.
Go closer, Mr. Land. Enjoy the view. Very few people have seen what you see.
But just what is this mysterious-looking place?
It was covered by the sea thousands of years ago. You are looking at the lost city of Atlantis.
What?
This way.
Oh, Willy, this is a wonderful place.
It is more than that, Princess. Discovering the lost city of Atlantis is the most important archaeological find of all time. Am I right, Mr. Fogg?
Quite right, Professor. It is an honor to be able to visit the city of Atlantis, and we've Captain Nemo to thank.
Well, men, here we are. We can carry out Captain Nemo's orders right now.
Incredible.
Oh, what treasure!
I've never seen anything like it in all my life, Princess.
Perhaps you could tell me, Oliver, why exactly you're filling that sack with gold.
Captain Nemo's orders. Then later on, this gold is shared out between those people that need it.
What a wonderful thing to do.
Captain Nemo's a good man, there's no doubt about it.
Well, now that's done, if you don't mind, we should all be getting back to the Nautilus.
Mon Dieu, Tico, do you know what I wish? Well, I wish that right now we were at home because London seems such an awfully long way away and I do miss it very, very much.
Hey, come on, Rigadon. Don't say things like that. You're making me homesick, too. You think I want to spend the rest of my life living underwater?
Of course, my friend, you are like me. You miss the birds and the trees, the beautiful walks in the park.
And a big fat juicy steak topped up with a couple of fried eggs, huh? I'm fed up to the back teeth with all this seaweed and sea plants.
Good afternoon, Rigadon. Now then, what's all this shouting about?
It's a no good, Mr. Fogg. No good at all. We both want to go back home. When are we going to be able to escape from this Nemo character?
It may interest you to know that we've discovered how Captain Nemo collects gold from the city of Atlantis and makes sure it's distributed to people who have little or nothing at all.
Mon Dieu, now I understand him a little better, monsieur.
Me too.
Yes, it would seem that Captain Nemo isn't such a bad person as we thought.
Well, here we go again. This thing just never seems to stop moving.
Oh, you are right, but I wonder where we are headed for, Tico.
It's so cold. You'd think that we were at the North Pole.
You're nearly right, Tico. We are, in fact, close to the South Pole.
Mon Dieu, we are at the South Pole. Why are we here?
Yeah, what are we doing here, huh? First we go to Atlantis to pick up a lot of gold. Now he wants to come here for some ice, huh? He's a crazy, this captain, I think.
I don't think so, Tico. Whatever the captain's reasons for coming here, I don't think they're crazy. And I'm sure that we'll all soon return to civilization.
Civilization? Mon Dieu, that word has a very nice sound to it.
Ship ahoy!
Huh?
It's a battleship, my friends.
Huh? Oh, a battleship? Do you think they will attack us, Monsieur Fogg?
No, Rigadon, I don't think that they will. Now, Captain, why don't you give yourself up to this battleship? I promise you that I will talk to the authorities on your behalf.
Never, Mr. Fogg. I could never go back to your world now. No one could even begin to understand the things that I have done here.
I thought that stupid ship was not going to attack us. If they hit us with one of those things, this ship's going to be a submarine permanently. You hear me?
You see how people act in your world, Mr. Fogg? They don't want to listen to reason. They just want to destroy anything they can't understand. Your people have sent the battleship Avenger to hunt us down.
Captain Nemo, please, I beg you, give yourself up. I will speak on your behalf. I can help you.
No, thank you, Mr. Fogg. It's far too late for that.
Captain Nemo, as a friend, I ask you, do not cause any more destruction.
This is Captain Nemo speaking. Action stations. Dive, dive, dive. Prepare to attack. I repeat, prepare to attack. Everyone get back below decks immediately. We're going to submerge right away.
Every man to his station!
This is terrible. I feel so dizzy.
Oh, mon Dieu!
Oh, Willy, what's going to happen? Do you think those torpedoes will hit us?
Don't worry, my dear. That battleship may keep on attacking us, but very soon we'll be well out of its range. Isn't that right, Captain?
That is correct, Mr. Fogg. In answer to your request, I have decided not to attack the battleship Avenger in retaliation. Instead, Oliver, we shall resume our course to the South Pole, full speed ahead.
Oh, yes, sir, Captain.
Thank you, Captain. This may not mean very much to you, but I consider you to be a true gentleman.
Well, actually, it means a great deal to me. Thank you.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh. This is all so moving that I think I'm gonna cry.
Me too, Tico. Oh, dear. And so we continued our journey aboard the Nautilus to the freezing cold of the South Pole.
I don't like the look of this at all, Captain. Not only are we trapped beneath a thick layer of ice, but the walls on either side of the Nautilus seem to be getting closer and closer.
I agree with you, Mr. Fogg, but we must push on. We must get to the South Pole as soon as we can. There's only enough oxygen left on board for a few hours now, do you see?
Are we that close to the South Pole, Captain?
We are very close, Professor, but I have to confess that I've never traveled this way before.
Captain, I don't think that wall of ice will let this ship get up to the surface.
Leave it to the Nautilus, Mr. Fogg. She will do it. This is the captain speaking. All crew prepare to surface immediately.
Aye, aye, Captain.
The Nautilus is unique, gentlemen. It will break the ice and we will be able to surface without any difficulty, as you will see.
I hope you're right, but if you're not, Captain, then we face the possibility of running out of oxygen.
It's no good. The ice is too thick. I don't think the Nautilus will be able to break through it, Captain.
This is the captain. Raise the engines to thrust level 8 now.
Aye, aye, Captain. Level 8.
This is the captain speaking. Increase the thrust to level 9.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Full power. Give it level 10.
Full power, Captain.
We cannot surface. We are trapped down here.
Just how much oxygen have we got left now, Captain Nemo?
According to the indicator, there are only 3 hours of oxygen left.
It doesn't look too good.
Only 3 hours left. Well, what do we do now?
Well, there must be a way through, so I suggest we all keep calm.
Very well, let's try it again. Full power, engines to level 10.
Aye, aye, Captain. Engines to level 10.
Oh, it's no good. We are trapped. We will never get through the ice.
You may be right, Professor, but we must keep trying.
Just a moment. I think I've had an idea, gentlemen.
Well, just what have you got in mind, Mr. Fogg?
Yes, tell us what it is.
Well, first of all, we have to put on our diving suits and helmets. Then we go outside the Nautilus and attack the ice with pickaxes and high-pressure boiling water. I'm sure that we will get through in no time.
It sounds like a good idea, Mr. Fogg, but will it succeed, I wonder?
We must try, Captain. We must. It could be our only chance.
You're right.
Very well, gentlemen, but we'll have to move fast. We must hurry. The oxygen's almost exhausted.
Don't worry, Mr. Fogg. No overgrown ice cube is gonna stop me from getting out of this place.
Good for you, Ned. Come on, man. One last push.
Oh, they must do it. They simply must do it. We've hardly any oxygen left at all.
Don't worry, Professor. I'm sure they'll do it.
I have absolute confidence in Mr. Fogg's idea and in the crew of the Nautilus.
Oh, mon Dieu, there are only 30 minutes of oxygen left. I don't know if we are going to make it.
Come on, Rigadon, don't talk like that. We must make it. Think what it would be like with no oxygen to breathe, huh? Maybe we can make it last longer by not breathing so much.
Look, there is so little time left before our oxygen supply is exhausted.
Yes, but look, I think they're going to make it.
I think you're right. They will break through the ice and we shall be able to surface at last, my friends.
Great, I can just do with a breath of fresh air.
And I would be delighted to accompany you.
This is Captain Nemo speaking. Ready the engines and prepare to surface.
Aye, aye, Captain.
It's just a little bit further, men. Keep at it. We're nearly through.
Hey, that's it!
Now stand back. The Nautilus is going to try and surface, and they've only got 3 minutes of oxygen left.
3 minutes? Then we better get out of here right now. right?
Our time is running out. There is only 1 minute of oxygen left. But look, the ice is beginning to crack. Perhaps we'll make it after all.
You are right, Professor. The ice she is cracking.
You're right. We're all going to be saved.
Well, I hope that they hurry up. I could certainly do with that breath of fresh air.
The last layer of ice is giving way. We're going to be free very soon. Come along, my friends. Fresh air.
At last!
Come on, Tico.
Good for Willy Fog.
We made it, Professor.
We are saved. It's a miracle. I just can't believe it.
I know what you mean, Professor. It's good to get a lungful of fresh air.
And we managed to come through it with barely a second to spare, mon ami.
Well done, everybody. You saved our lives.
It's good to see land again, even if it is only ice.
Oh, my darling, I was so frightened.
Yes, a close-run thing. It was touch and go down there for a moment, but we made it.
It's so good to see you, Sam. My friend.
Mon Dieu, you can say that again, mon ami.
Well, Professor Aronnax, I guess that was pretty close, huh?
To be honest, my friend, I would rather not think about it.
Huh? Wait here for me, my dear. I have to see where Captain Nemo is going.
Hey, I don't believe it! Hey, Mr. Fogg, wait for me! Mr. Fogg! Hey, Mr. Fogg, look at my compass! I've just checked my special yo-yo compass, and unless I'm very much mistaken, I know exactly where we are!
No, Tico, you're not mistaken. Now come along with me.
This looks like an excellent spot.
Congratulations on reaching the South Pole, Captain Nemo.
That's what I said! This is the South Pole, I could tell!
That's right, gentlemen. I, Captain Nemo, on this, the 21st day of February, 1874, have reached the South Pole and claim it as the first man to do so.
Whilst at the South Pole, we take the opportunity to relax a little, unaware of the dangers concealed in this frozen wasteland. Dangers we have never faced before. But where do we go from here? What does Captain Nemo have in store for us? And what other dangers await us in the uncharted depths of the sea? Will we escape from the tentacles of a giant octopus? Or perish in the sea, never to be heard of again?